This week's Haftarah includes a line which is, like many other lines throughout the Tanakh, has been turned into a song. But this one's ironic, like some of the others are. This one is, Ishat Ra'ehu Ya'zoru Ulachiu Yamar Chazak. Each person will help, assist the other, and to one's brother, he will say, be strong. Take courage. I've seen it translated a few different ways. Sounds like a nice message. So they turned it into a song. The problem is they're completely missing the context. It's talking about idolatry under threat. That despite the fact that they're under threat, or maybe because of the fact that they're under threat, idolaters will cling even more strongly to their idol worship, make the idols. And it goes on to say that they'll build it, the hammer, the carpenter, the soldering. Well done, good job. And then it continues on after that to say, but you, Israel, etc., you're different. This is not a positive message, really. It sounds like it. They're giving positive messages to each other. But for us, this isn't something to emulate. Idolaters sticking fast in their idolatry despite the difficulty they've got, despite the obvious, miraculous nature of God's redemption of his people. They're saying, be strong, don't let it get to you. Stick with idolatry. Why has it been turned into a song? Well, the truth is, it's been complained many times by many people, and I'm one of them, that people don't tend to study the Tanakh. They hear the Torah reading on a weekly basis, so they know that. If it makes it into Haftarah, they know it. Even then, not always. A lot of people don't pay attention during the Haftarah. Esther, they know that story because we read it on Purim. If it happens to be quoted in the Talmud, people who study Talmud know it. But for the most part, people don't learn most of the Tanakh. And that's sad. So they hear this. On the surface, it sounds like a nice idea. So, yeah, let's quote that. And hey, let's turn it into a song. Yeah, all right, each person strengthening the other one, giving support to each other. That's wonderful. Until you delve a bit deeper. The problem is people just don't delve. They get the soundbite, they assume. There's far too much assumption in the world these days, and there's far too much in the way of sound bites. You want a 5-second clip of something to play, hearing a person say something pithy or meaningful. Well, I'm sorry, but in the real world, you can't always encapsulate something meaningful in a 5-second soundbite. Sometimes you can. Our greatest teacher of all time, Moshe, the first head of the Jewish people as the Jewish people, the nation of Israel, as an independent nation, once spent 40 days praying to God to forgive us after the whole golden calf incident. But when praying for God to heal his sister, he spoke 5 words. El na rafan Allah. Please, God, heal her. Please. Sounds better in Hebrew. 5 words, and that's it. Sometimes you can, but usually you can't. Life is not about sound bites. Life is not about black and white. There isn't always a yes or no answer. Sometimes there's a yes or no answer, but there isn't always a yes or no answer. There's nuance. There's depth to any situation, whether it be political, interpersonal, whatever. Life is about the shades of gray. Life is about the nuance. I would encourage everyone not just to go for the veneer, but to delve. As it says in the Mishnah, hafochba, dig into it, turn it over. Because there are 70 facets to the Torah, as the Talmud says. And so too to life in general. Life is a many-faceted thing. Don't settle for the veneer. Look into it. Get that nuance. Shabbat shalom.